Hold up, wait a minute. The crew is bugging in here, but we're having a good time. Hey, everybody, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. Welcome to Open. Coming up on today's show, we'll look back at our sit-down with the founder of an organization that is offering vital resources to professionals operating as primary caregivers for their aging parents. Then we'll reflect on how a local library has made its impact on the Norwood community and beyond over the last 7 years. Plus, we'll be back. We'll take a good look at our discussion with a global banker, entrepreneur, and a chef who's cooking up a storm, cooking some great meals that will have you saying, yeah, man, and make you want to say, hey. And then finally, we'll revisit our conversation with the CEO and the co-founder, owner of a Harlem bakery that is serving up delicious treats. It'll make you salivate. That's what it does. So stay tuned, kick off your shoes, relax your feet. We're wide open. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Here we go. Hey everybody, I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open. It's that live interactive program. It brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set, so stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, we revisit a sit-down. It's a wonderful discussion with the founder of a labor of love, elder care, education, and consulting. She joins us to shine a light on how her company is helping professionals navigate the responsibilities that come with being primary caregivers for their aging loved ones. Let's take a look at our conversation with Terri White. Check it out. Terri, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bob, for having me.
Terri, I haven't seen you in a while. You usually meet up at different places doing different things. And give us a little background on how you got started and how you got into this.
Well, I was born to older parents in the early 60s, and that wasn't a popular thing back then. So if you think about it, I've been dealing with older adults my entire life. So I end up becoming the caregiver for my grandmother, my father, and my aunt concurrently.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and I was looking for services. They own property. My dad owned the business, and it was extremely challenging.
You were running a lot of different things in your household, huh?
I was raising children, my child and other people's children, and I was also working for New York City Transit at the time.
Local
so
100?
I had a lot going on.
Local 100.
By then I was in Triple SA.
Triple SA. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I became the primary caregiver in multiple households, and I needed resources.
Yeah.
So I would go one place and they would say, go here. And then I would go another place and they would say, go here. And after a while, I was like, this is what you put older adults through and people who are experiencing disabilities, that they have to run here and there and everywhere.
And they couldn't possibly
when you go to
do
point
that.
B,
yeah. They couldn't possibly always do that and it's just keep everything right and tight.
Right. And they weren't always physically able to do that.
Yes, yes.
And some people emotionally, they're not able to do that. So it's a lot. And if it was overwhelming for me, it had to be extremely overwhelming for them. And everyone doesn't have someone who can step in and advocate for them.
Yeah. And they can't, sometimes they can't remember all of those things. It's like all the things that are coming to you at a late stage in your life. It's like having pills in these different medicine boxes that you got to take, you got to remember. They need somebody like you to line all of that stuff up for them or help them out with it.
Yes, the balancing doctor's appointments, financial planning, family conflicts, the legalities of it all, while holding down a career, raising a family,
Yeah.
it's a lot. So
And sometimes the
I looked
caregiver
at how,
needs that help, you
yes.
know?
So we needed to structure and plan and basically turn chaos into some form of clarity.
And that's how you created ALEC,
Yes.
ALLEC.
Yes. That's
Yes.
how it was started. I would come home and people would have notes on my car, notes in my mailbox, and they would ask me to support them with filling out various information, various forms. They would ask questions. They started bringing me forms. So when I came home from work in the morning, because I worked midnights,
Yeah.
people would be at my door, like literally waiting for me.
You say,
And on a
wow.
Saturday morning, I would have people in the living room and we would have a discussion, and I was helping them fill out this and help them find paperwork. And with my mother also being a community advocate,
They
people
knew who to
started
come
asking
to.
her. Mhm.
They knew who to come to with mom being a community advocate.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, so then how do you get all of that finance? How do you get the help with that financially to help you to continue to do that for other people?
So there are various ways that we do that. One, I have a private pay organization where people actually pay for services. And I also partner with nonprofits to bring education and resources to the community.
Yeah.
So that is really how we get it done.
And talk about your outreach. Do you visit community centers or
Yes,
senior citizen
community.
centers?
Yes,
Yeah.
community centers, not necessarily senior citizen centers, but they are more services that are in line with the work that I do. So with that, we partner with financial planners. We partner
Mm.
with uh, insurance companies. We partner with attorneys, and
Yeah.
we give seminars together. Um, you've seen me out and about presenting at other people's retreats.
Yeah. At first, I was wondering what you were doing until I found out that you were,
Mhm.
helping other people get what they need out of life, which is so very important. We talk about it all the time here. People who are
Mhm.
out doing special things. But what makes your approach to caregiving different from traditional care management?
It's the culture, right? We have to think about the cultural pieces, right? We have an interactive and a proactive approach to uh, like care coordination, right?
Mm.
We are a project manager. Think of it that way, that your family, your person, your aging loved one is the project. And there's so many moving parts and pieces, right? They're the legal pieces, they're the environmental pieces, the financial pieces, and it all has to come together in addition to the
Yeah.
doctors, your landlord, possibly. And we have to bring everybody together and create a team because everybody really needs to be not necessarily on one accord, but we all need to know what each other is doing.
Yeah, I was going to say on the
So,
same page. But yeah,
mhm,
but so you come in and you educate the family or other caregivers who are working with their parents, the elderly.
yes. So we educate the family. We create a roadmap because you got to have a guideline. You got to have a plan.
Yeah.
Most people just wing it. As each task come up, they just deal with each task. And that is a approach, but it's not necessarily the best approach.
Right, right. That's like if you're going on stage to speak to a large number of people, give me a blueprint as to where we're going with this, and I'll take it from there. Because you use your
Exactly.
expertise and you have your blueprint, and you say, okay, this is what we're going to do along this road.
Exactly. You need some form of outline.
Uh-huh.
Naturally, we don't know what's going to happen. Someone can fall in the middle of the night, things can change.
Yeah.
Someone could be lucid today and not clear tomorrow. So we try to create as best as we can a plan that you can pull into action at any time that you need it.
Yeah. What are the biggest mistakes that families make by not planning ahead? You have to prepare before you get there. I mean, we're all going to get old, and our parents are going to be old. They, when we were growing up as kids, everybody looked old. We were looking up to them, right?
Yes. I think the word old is the thing. We think we need to be old to plan.
Uh-huh.
Planning begins like at 18, to be perfectly honest with you.
But a lot of people are
Because
not
when you
going to
go,
do that at 18 because they don't feel old or look
correct,
old.
correct. But there are some aspects of planning. It might not be a full comprehensive plan,
Yeah.
but there's some aspects of planning that we need to engage in. So when you go off to school or when you get a job, they ask you who your next of kin is, your emergency contact is. You have to often fill out a healthcare proxy if you work in a safety sensitive title, right? So think of it that way. And then when you get married, now you have other people that are dependent on you, right? Now you have also new people to leave something to that you have to think about. So at each milestone, we have to think about what is next and what is necessary and what we have acquired. When you buy a new home, now you have something else to think about, right?
And where you're going to lay. A lot of people don't think about that or don't want to think about that, Where do I want to be? Do I want to be cremated? Do I want to go to this cemetery? How do I want to present this? And
Yes.
when you mentioned how do I leave things to different people in the family without getting everybody upset? Coming by your coffin
And if
looking
they
at
are
you
upset,
like,
that's
why
okay
should
too.
that?
That's okay if they're upset.
Yeah.
But you are in control.
Yeah.
It's your things. You get to say where you want to leave them. I get to say where I want to leave my things. But we really want people to be able to at least have a list of everything that they have,
Yeah.
right? And all the documents that you have. Your birth certificate is in this drawer. Your separation papers is in this drawer. Your military papers, you don't even know where they are.
Yeah. But a lot of
We
people
want
leave
to,
that all scrambled out, and now everybody's looking for stuff all over the place when something happens.
yes, we want to at least have you bring all of those things together
That's a good point there. That's a good point.
in one place.
Yeah. So, where are you operating throughout the 5 boroughs, throughout the tri-state area, or throughout the country?
Yeah, throughout the country. We do workshops all around the country, which is great. As far as resources, mainly in the 5 boroughs and Westchester, Nassau, Suffolk County. We have attorneys as resources that are licensed in other states because a lot of people have their foot in New York and their foot someplace else. And you need to have legal documents that represent many different spaces and places, and sometimes internationally.
Yes.
So you can find us in Brooklyn is primarily where we are located.
40 plus essential documents for caregiving and crisis planning. That's on your website?
That is yes, that is what I was just sharing, how I want people to begin to at least gather the documents. Check your documents.
I'll take
Make
a
sure
picture
your
of that,
name is
too.
correct.
I think I
Make
got
sure
it.
your name is correct on your documents.
Put that back up so people can take a picture of that. It should be like a one of those things that what do you call that code that you put on there?
A QR code.
QR
Yep.
code?
If you go on the site, there is a QR code. You can go to, as you know, you can go to bit.ly/in the number one place, IN the number one PLACE, and you can download it.
Yeah.
And that's a start. That's step one
That's
to
step one.
caregiving.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
step one.
they can contact you if they want to. That information is on the website also?
Yes, they can follow me on Instagram at a Labor of Love Elder Care.
Uh-huh.
They can call the office at 904-452-4464. And we will support you. We will hold your hand,
Oh.
you know, because that's what most people need. They need
Yeah.
a guide,
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because,
you know.
there's a lot going on. And when people reach a certain point, it gets kind of crazy for them to even take on a couple of functions. So it's good that you have this organization where you can come in and help others move
Yes.
along and navigate. I like that. I like that you're out there helping others. That's
Yes.
what I'm all about. And
Yeah,
in fact,
well,
that's a
thank you for
passion.
that. Thank you for that. Our former First Lady, Rosalind Carter, who was also an aging advocate, she has a quote that says, "There are only four types of people in the world. And that is those who were caregivers, those who are currently caregivers, those who will be caregivers, and those who will need to be cared for."
That's right.
So we will all fall into one or more of those categories.
And let it be a circle of love, because it all comes back around to you.
Yeah, it is a laborious task.
Yes.
It is a lot of labor, time, money, energy that you expend. But we do it because we most oftentimes love the person or the people that we're caring for.
Yeah. Terri, thank you so much for sharing that with us, all right?
Thank you so much for having me.
Our house is your house. Terri V. White, founder of Labor of Love, elder care education and consulting. We appreciate you and love you. And many thanks to our friend Terri White. She's doing incredible things through her organization, providing vital resources for so many families. We wish you continued success for this year and beyond. We'll take a quick break. Wait. We've got more Open coming up next. And welcome back. Earlier this year, we were visited by a young man that's doing great things in the Norwood community with his mobile library. He's got the books. We spoke to him about how his business has grown over the last 7 years and so much more. So let's take a look back at our conversation with Brandon Montes. Brandon,
Hey.
welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you enjoying what you see so far? What you've seen so far on the show?
I do. It's definitely some interesting stories, and I'm glad to be on the card, so to speak. With different voices being highlighted here in the Bronx. I love the Bronx myself, born and raised here. So, to be on BronxNet is a big deal to me. And I'm with the community library. I'm always trying to highlight Bronx voices, us reading in the Bronx, positivity for the Bronx.
So, since you said you're happy to be on the card, you into boxing?
Actually, I'm a big pro wrestling fan, to be honest.
They have a card too, right?
Yeah, they have a card too, yeah.
I knew it was one of those.
Yeah.
So listen, how did you get started in Norwood Community Library?
Well, yeah, back in 2018, I was working for the city in social work at the time. I was thinking about how could I help? How could I do something in my community, something small but impactful in my own way? At the time, we did not have a bookstore in the Bronx. We have Litboard now, which is great, but Barnes & Noble left, and there wasn't a single independent bookstore in the Bronx.
Barnes & Noble was in Co-op City, right?
Yeah.
I know Steve Harvey did a big book signing over there.
Of course.
That day.
RIP Barnes and Noble, it was a community place for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it spoke to me that we don't have, we didn't have a bookstore at the time, and we have very limited, amounts of bookstores today. So it made me think about what's our relationship with reading in the Bronx.
Yeah.
So anyone who likes to read has some extra books to spare. And so I started taking some extra books I had. I used to be at Tempe Scholastic. They got rid of a lot of stuff, and so I had some stuff from those days, my own personal collection, and I started taking a milk crate, and I chained it to like a fence near the deli. Even though it seems a little rudimentary there, a community came from that.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Yeah. So in a way, it's like kind of like a Bronx version of a little library. But with the pandemic, I switched formats because I felt more responsibility about watching what I give out. So I started tabling. And I've also helped establish some little libraries in the neighborhood that I put books into when I'm not tabling.
Right.
Yeah. But for 7 years, I would say probably given out about 10,000 books over the last 7 years. Yeah.
So are you reaching out to people to bring books to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, the hours that I table, people bring books, people grab books. It's kind of like a communal, like liminal space where people can share what they have. And, we're all coming together to read together.
Yeah. I'm traveling throughout the 5 boroughs. I've seen the tabling in different boroughs all throughout Brooklyn and, all over the place. And I also was sitting outside in Manhattan. I was sitting outside of a dentist, just waiting for my turn to go in. Yeah. And people were going by and they were taking books out of this little slot. Yeah. And people were bringing books and putting them back in. That's probably what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. If you go in the lobby of North Central Hospital, there's a little, I think they showed a picture of it on the screen there.
It's like a mailbox.
Yeah, exactly. So people can put books there. There's also one I've helped out with in the park, in Williamsbridge Oval Park, at 3400 Reservoir Oval East. It's made of wood that people can put books into. And there's also one I helped establish with the MMCC, the Meshulam Montefiore Community Center. And so I just want to, libraries are great. I just want to add on top of that. This is a mutual aid library, so everyone kind of has more of a role in there. So and I've also done book clubs and things like that. Also did clothing drives, food drives. It's been a labor of love over 7 years. So
you are a mobile library.
Yes. I like to call myself a street librarian.
Yeah. So we need to get you
like a physical space. That would be cool. Or a van. Yeah, that would be cool.
You can bring libraries to different communities.
Yeah, especially as books are kind of on the chopping block in a lot different walks of life. Book bans and all that stuff. I would love to drive over all across the country maybe one day, giving out banned books or giving out other resources that people need.
Banning books. Wow.
Yeah.
How can you take books off the shelves?
I don't know.
And it's
it makes me sad.
And free.
Yeah.
Just,
exactly.
Just read what you want to read.
Exactly. That's the importance of reading in general, because there's got to be a reason that people don't want us reading certain things.
Yeah.
So it makes me want to read about it even more.
Yes. What does 7 years in operation mean to you?
7 years, it's just it's very humbling. It's an honor to serve the Bronx. I'm born and raised here, and I love it here. I kind of look at this borough with this rose-colored glasses. I just love this place so much. So it's been truly a privilege to help serve and give out as many books as I have. And also, I want to thank everyone who has stopped by and taken a book to keep this going. People who have donated money as well, or people who have donated books or come and tabled with me. This has been I am the leader of it. It's a non-traditional organization that is mostly me and volunteers that cycle in and out. Yeah. But I would be nowhere without the Bronx community.
And you got a lot of people to help you out.
Exactly.
And that you interact with.
Yes.
Is there Jessica from Kingsbridge?
Yes, Kingsbridge Unidos.
Yes.
We did Buckets for the Bronx last summer.
Right.
And I believe they're gonna have an anniversary picnic, and I'll probably stop by with some books as well.
You gotta table it.
I'll table, yeah.
Table it. Bring the cover just in case.
Of course, yeah. I have a parasol. Someone donated a parasol, but because sometimes the sun's a little much, and rain has been a lot lately. Right. But I'll take the precautions. But I would love to table, anywhere. It's just I also kind of limited because I don't have a car. But I usually stick to my neighborhood. And for me, I don't stretch myself too thin. That's why I feel like it's been able to last as well,
Well, I can see you in one of those, like a camper. The thing comes out where, you keep the rain off you. You have your tables under there.
Mm-hmm.
You can do your books.
Yeah.
And it's very special if you want people to come into your trailer.
Maybe. What I am working on is maybe having like a non-traditional third space. I'm getting some chairs, and while I'm tabling, I'm inviting people when I get another chair, but I'm inviting people to sit down and read if they want for a few as well, for free. Sit down somewhere for free.
Yeah, and what if you had that where you could sleep in it too, like a Winnebago, and you can travel to
maybe.
You,
You know what?
Somewhere I'm gonna wake up here at 6 o'clock in the morning and open up
table.
Yeah.
That is you might be cooking right now. This is that does sound good. I just I do have my day job, but at the same time, maybe one day this is what I do full time. Yeah. So
I have this vehicle over here 6 o'clock in the morning because after I get off of my day job, I'm gonna come and meet you to set up the table and everything.
And thankfully, was able to do different book drives. So like maybe we could get other people in different communities involved as well.
Yeah. Do you have anything special planned for the 7th anniversary?
Well, I kind of do it week to week because I'm at the mercy of the weather outside. Yeah. So I don't know if it's gonna rain on August 26th, but I am reflecting a lot on like what could I do? Maybe maybe have a barbecue or something. Yeah. With some free food. I'm somewhat of a Seinfeld character. I have a soup friend that'll make it's a ceremony cerebellum. They've helped me, and like they'll charge a fee and they'll serve the soup, like 80 servings of soup. Yeah. So I might do something like that.
They'll pay you, but they'll
I'll pay them. I'll pay them for the soup to serve the soup. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what if they charge for the soup and they give you a portion of what they charge? You just add a little more.
No, the soup is going to be free for the community. So I just like raise the money to pay them what they need for their services and give it out in the neighborhood and stuff like that.
There you go. But just make sure it's not 90 degrees out.
Exactly. So
but I love soup in 90-degree weather.
We pretend we're back on the island.
Cool off a little bit.
Exactly. But so I maybe later, maybe fall, winter for the soup. But so I'm thinking, I'm brainstorming ideas. But I also want to encourage people to give me their books, and also encourage people to table with me. And also, if there's a project they're passionate about that's similar, I say go for it because it's been very rewarding. I'm on this show today because of this initiative. Like it's
somebody came by and saw you tabling. And they said, "Hey, man, you need to come on and talk about this."
Talk about this.
Yeah, 7 years coming up.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm tabling the next time on the 17th. Yes.
Yeah.
So I post on social media week to week when I'm tabling, but I am reflecting and also very thankful for 7 whole years. I remember I talked to Word of Books that said 7 years is when you're gonna kind of feel the pinch, like you're gonna feel like, what am I doing? Do I want to do this still? But I still feel very passionate about this as well. Oh, and also they showed some. I've also engaged the community by posting. Writers from the Bronx and painters tape to get a little street art to get people thinking like, what's going on there, and to get them interested in Bronx voices.
Oh wow! And now producer Steven can hook you up with some people who are doing some street art and all that stuff too. Yeah, there's a young lady that comes on. Okay, she does some fantastic work. You can team up. Partnership is in. Partnerships are in.
Let's collaborate. Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Right, so social media, website. We got about a minute.
Okay. The social media is Norwood Community Library at Instagram, Norwood BX Books on X. It's X now, right? I don't want to use the dead name or whatever. And then if you want to reach out to table, collaborate, the email is norwoodcommunitylibrary@gmail.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. You got a tent?
I have a parasol, but I mostly stick to tabling.
Tabling.
Yeah.
Okay. Just in case,
Yeah.
Keep
a tent
some
would
of the
maybe be a good
off
idea.
Sun.
Yeah.
Rain.
Yeah.
Pollen.
Yeah. I'm battling all the elements when I'm out there.
But it's a good thing. You got to be out there, man, pounding the pavement.
You got to be ready for everything in New York City.
And play that song in the background, Boots on the Ground.
Boots are on the ground, yes.
Thank you so much. Give me that social media and website one more time.
Of course. The Instagram is Norwood Community Library. On X, it's Norwood BX Books. And if you ever want to collaborate, table, bounce some ideas, you can email me at norwoodcommunitylibrary@gmail.com.
There you go. Brandon Montes, founder of Norwood Community Library. We thank you for showing up and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
We were kicking some ideas back and forth.
Of course. We might have to get in the lab together. I don't know.
There you go.
You know?
That's how it
Let's
happens.
do it.
All right. Congratulations, Brandon. 7 years in business. Man, that's a big thing right there. There's a whole lot to be thankful for. We'll take a good break right here. We'll come back. I've got some more open coming up next. Welcome back. You know, Thanksgiving is upon us. That means a lot of food all over the place. And it's a great time for a great feast that will leave your stomachs full and make you want to stand up and unloosen your belt. All right. Well, he had the great pleasure of sitting down with a young man, a chef, a banker, and an entrepreneur. He puts it all together. That's no stranger to the show. He's in the kitchen and cooking up a storm with his new catering business, Kim's Kitchen. Let's take a look at some of Kimanie Travoy's signature dishes. They're right here on BronxNet. Welcome to the show, Kimanie Travoy.
Yes, yes, sir.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Wow. Wait, what do we have here? We got cameras all over the place. Let's explain what. Well, of course, that's a big lobster dish, but it's stuffed.
So, like I mentioned the last time we spoke, I like to bridge cultures and bridge just gaps everywhere. And Easter's coming up, right?
Yeah.
And traditionally on Easter time, I'm Jamaican, so we would normally do things like fried fish or escovitch fish.
Yes.
And I decided to kind of
sell fish.
Exactly. I decided to flip it this year, and I was like, if you can put escovitch on a fish, why can't you put escovitch on a lobster? So I made escovitch lobster.
Look, she's licking her lips over there. The floor managers are going nuts.
Recipe to follow. Yeah, I've actually, kept my word too. I started recording content, so this is kind of like the first piece of content that I'm going to be putting out there. But like, I get these light bulb moments constantly.
Yeah.
And so I would love for you to try this one, man. This is one of my favorite things that I started to make. So.
And you got up early this morning and started hooking this up. Huh?
Yeah. It's a combination of a traditional Asian style of cooking a lobster where they normally would do ginger scallion, but instead of I omitted the ginger scallion and I just replaced it with escovitch.
Yeah, I see that. Whoa, and you got chunks, delicious chunks of lobster. And you got to smell this. It has the spices and everything in there too.
Yeah.
What are some of the spices you put in there?
So
I can smell like garlic and some other things.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on. So traditionally, to do the ginger scallion lobster, you use a lot of ginger, a lot of garlic, and then it's made with oyster sauce and a little chicken broth. And then you balance that out now with the escovitch, where traditionally we use onions and peppers and vinegar. So you combine that together, and it's a wonderful little like flavor bomb in your mouth.
Wow.
And then that buttery lobster, fantastic.
Wow. Well, how do you stay thin and be around food all the time like this?
I am incredibly disciplined. So, like growing up, I was actually a chunky kid, and in my early 20s, I decided to, make a change on a healthier side. I was at Fordham University at the time, and I was trying to run to class, and I lost my breath, and I was like, wait a minute. Let's do something about this. And ever since then, it's almost like this strange, almost like internal body dysmorphia. Yeah. That was an homage to my 4-year-old self for my 40th birthday. I got a designer to recreate an outfit that's probably one of my favorite pictures of all time. And like I went to Aruba with friends and family, and it was a perfect moment.
This is a tough thing to do up here, Kimanie. To smell all the foods and everything, and you got the flavors going through your mouth and you're salivating, and I'm trying to ask you questions. I should put a bib on while I'm doing this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you share your story with our audience Of course, you said you're from Jamaica, and how you achieved the success across everything that you've been doing.
A lot of this is attributed to being a first-generation immigrant. I came here, my mom always told me, like, if you're good at something, you might as well go for it and try it at least once and you never know. And, you know, growing up, as I mentioned, I was a little portly little kid, but then I lost the weight in my early 20s, and then all of a sudden, the next thing I know, I'm on runways and in editorials and on magazine covers, and just, but at the same time, it was just that self-determination of like, hey, if you can, you might as well try. And same thing now with my catering business. It was, you know, a chivalrous act that got me here, but at the same time too, I already knew that I had the talent and the background from cooking for over 2 decades. So I said, you know what, let's bring it to the public. And I utilize my food as a way to bring the community together, honestly. That's really where it all comes back, because food to me is a love language. It's my way of showing love. And growing up, you know, as a openly gay man now, I look back and I realize that what really got me interested in cooking was that's how I recognize love. That's how I felt it. So my memories of love are behind the table, eating with my mom and my aunts. So even at my events, at my pop-ups, I love, exactly. I love watching people sit down and just have a conversation over a bite of something that I created for them.
I would pull one of these plates over to me and start eating. I got the fork and everything here, but everybody in the studio is like, don't touch it until after we're done.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I brought the oxtail for you. I know we mentioned it the last time too. Some oxtail with butter bean or broad bean, whichever one you want to call it. And then on the right here as well, I created like a nice little cool little jerk shrimp fried rice.
Yeah.
And a little bit of coconut milk to give it a nice little balance. And I like to wash things down with, I like to call it, you know how people say rum punch?
Yeah.
Mine is a little bit heavy-handed, so it's not a rum punch. In Jamaican, instead of a punch, we say it with thump, so it's a rum thump.
Rum thump.
Rum thump.
Got the thump in it right there.
Rum thump, yeah.
And it's just missing one thing, and that's it. Like when you get off the plane, you go to Jamaica, and then, of course, you know, you're going to get your cocoa.
Oh, yeah, patty and cocoa bread. Oh, man, that brings back so many childhood memories. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, that's the other thing, too, that I would love to do is I would love to, like, you know, just continue to explore different dishes on, like, certain days. So, like, National Margarita Day, I'm going to make a dish to go with that.
Watch out.
Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to make a dish to go with that. Barbecue month, I'm going to make a dish to go with that. So, you know, come back on in and share some of these creations as I create them with you.
So from banking to Kim's Kitchen, talk about the in-betweens. Are you still doing the banking?
I am still doing the banking.
Because you're making money, so you put the money in the bank.
As a matter of fact, one of my favorite things to do is I actually love making lunch for my team. So everybody on my team has had my food at some point or another. And that was part of the entire experience. So even when at my pop-ups, there's always a little section of coworkers who are there because they're like, okay, we ate this, so we know it's good, so we're going to come and experience it from, you know, a broader perspective.
Did they come up to you and say, hey, you know, can you maybe prepare something for Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's still a thing. And it's part of the driving force behind why I just will never give up when it comes to cooking, because cooking is my joy. It's my experience of how I showcase talent. It's one of the many talents, or as some of my friends would say, it's one of my many side quests. I'm a gamer. So I will go on a side quest, and being a chef is one of my most amazing side quests so far.
Yeah. So Kim's Kitchen, where's it located?
So Kim's
Kitchen.
You
cater also, though.
I cater. And what I'm going to do actually for the summer is I'm turning Kim's Kitchen more into a traveling series. So we've built the foundation, and currently I've been hosting them at Sobro Garden in Mott Haven. But now we're going to also take it on the road and have these more private, curated experiences. Bring it to your rooftop. You have a 40th birthday to celebrate. Bring Kim's Kitchen in. A baby shower, bring Kim's Kitchen in. And we got you.
I was invited to dinner. I think it was there were correction officers, and they were higher up, you know, I think they were captains and whatever they are, way up. And they invited a guy to come over, and they did all the cooking right there, and they had the coconut stuff and everything. It was so good. And I didn't want to be greedy, but it was so good I wanted to ask for more. But I said, let me just not show, you know, my greed in here, because I was really, really hungry and I wanted more, but it was really, really good, whatever they did. So you'll be going around to different places like that too. Yeah. You'll be on call like a doctor.
Yeah, almost. It's just like I'm a food doctor.
Yeah.
I'm here to inject you with a little bit of itis.
There you go.
Like I even always say sometimes I don't fully believe in dessert. That's probably one of the things that also helps me stay a little bit together. like, if you eat my food and you're still hungry and you want some dessert afterwards, I failed.
Yeah, yeah.
I failed. You should want a rum tum, and that's it. Go lay down.
A rum tum, go rub your tum and lay down. Or
Yep.
scratch it like this.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. So where do we go from here? What are some of the other dishes that you prepare?
So
I know you mentioned you're going to coincide with the holidays that are coming up.
yeah, that's going to be a major part of what's going to drive the next phase of Kim's Kitchen. So we've already established that there are some fundamental dishes that I just am not allowed to not make. I have to make my oxtail. And my friends absolutely love my ginger scallion lobster, so I find new ways to flip it. But now, like you said, with the holidays coming around, every holiday I kind of want to create a themed dish because one of my favorite things to do is challenge myself.
Yeah.
I can get bored very easily. So if I don't have something to look forward to in terms of like trying to make something new, then why am I doing it?
Yeah. So wait a minute. Do we have the plates ready, guys? You got the plates? Well, look, we'll fold up some napkins and pull out some. We'll make a plate. Right?
Yeah.
Great, great, great. Now, your talk about the catering business. People can call you up and just say, hey, we want this. Can you bring this over? Can you prepare this for us?
So that's the next phase of it as well. So you
Or
can
you
find
let them
me.
know what you have to offer.
I do consultations.
Yeah.
I like to have what I'm cooking reflect what you would like as well. So lately I've started to do a lot more private settings. So you can find me on Instagram at Kimanie, K-I, 3 A's in the middle, N-I-E.
Yeah.
Or at Chef Kimanie. And I do one-on-one consultations with you to figure out, what's the vibe you're trying to get?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to insert myself, just like I insert myself into other cuisines, I'm going to insert myself into what your vision is.
So you do the psychographics and demographics. You want to find out who these people are
Yeah.
that are coming over to your house.
Yeah.
Who are you catering to?
Of course, because
Yeah.
like if you say you love somebody, guess what? You know that person, right? So if I want to cook out of love, I need to know who you are as well so that I can meet you somewhere in the middle. So that's why I like to have a personal connection to the people that I'm cooking with. And
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I've kind of wanted to scale Kim's Kitchen back from just like a big grandiose thing that I'm not McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm not, a fast food. I want this to be a full-on experience.
But you're going to have those people that are going to say, hey, you know what, I'm not telling.
Yeah.
They're going to make it look like they cooked the food.
Yeah.
I ain't telling where I got this from.
But hey, when it comes to me, you can't. I don't think I can hide my flavors to save myself because I am bold. I am very distinct. So like when you have my food, there's a 9 out of 10 chance you're probably not gonna have it from anybody else because I'm crazy when it gets into the kitchen.
They're going to know after a while, nah, you didn't cook that. I know where that came. That came from Kim's Kitchen.
Exactly.
I know where it came from.
Exactly.
You had an event last month.
Yeah.
How did that go? Talk about it.
That was absolutely fantastic. And I know you had you're having someone from Louisiana, but that was one of the biggest compliments I ever got. There was a grandmother that's from Louisiana, and she came up to me and she said, "Baby, I don't know what you did with
You're an
that,
actor
but
too. Look at you. Say, start from the beginning, baby.
baby, I don't know what you did to that, but that's probably some of the best oxtail I ever had. You keep doing what you're doing." And I said, you know what? If Miss Louisiana is telling me, and this is a Louisiana grandmama, no higher praise.
They know.
No
they
higher
know.
praise, yeah.
They know. I am so tempted. Give me your website, email, and all that stuff. And while you're doing it,
Jump on
use
in.
this fork right here.
Yeah, jump on in.
What should I do? Just pull this over here?
Yeah, pull on a piece.
There we go.
See, fall off the bone.
Can I add some rice to it?
Add some rice. This is like a classic Sunday
right off
dinner
the bone.
with a twist.
Oh, I almost said it. I almost said it. I was going to say, oh, shoot. Very good.
Thank you.
The taste explodes in your mouth. Very tasty, very tasty.
And that's the hope, the balance, the explosion, the bomb, the flavor bomb. I'm always there for it. I love the
very good.
reactions.
Tell everybody where to get this from again.
Easiest way to find me is via Instagram. I am at Kimanie, Kimaaaanie, and that feel free to DM, and I will. I'm a very responsive person when it comes to that. Everybody's voice matters, and I would love to just continue to explore different ways to collaborate and bring my flavors to the public.
Well, I'm chewing. Say hi. I'm Kimanie Travoy.
Hi, I'm Kimanie Travoy.
Chef entrepreneur.
A chef, entrepreneur, model, banker, you name it. I'm a jack of all trades and I'm a modern day Renaissance man, but I'm here to honestly just bring people together through one bite at a time. Whether you're vegan, vegetarian, a full-on meat eater, I'm the kind of person where I like to meet you where you are, because that's love to me.
Much love. Kimanie, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thanks for coming in, and thanks for sharing.
Of course, of
All right,
course.
we got the bibs. Bring the bibs and everything out. Bring the plates. You guys are welcome. Come on. We'll feast for a little while. Oh, we got one more? Oh, no. Well, we have two more guests, so we're going to put this aside. And can we eat in between the guests?
You sure can.
Man, I tell you, we wish Kimanie the best with everything that he's doing. He is truly kicking up a storm. Hope to have him back in the studio real soon. We'll take a quick break, and I've got some more open coming up next. And welcome back. What's a good Thanksgiving meal without a sweet treat? We recently had an opportunity to sit down with the CEO and the co-founder of a family-run specialty bakery in Hamilton Heights, who joined us to speak about how he can help satisfy your sweet tooth while uplifting the community. Let's take a look back at our conversation with Esad Eddie Lekic. Here he is. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Dr. Bob Lee. I must say good morning, Bronx. Good morning, New York City. It's an honor to be here today and share our story with you.
Now, tell us about your business, and then you have a partner with you. I mean, the young lady's in back of you. Is that your wife?
That is my wife. She is the Avril, and the shop is Avrilililly's. Her father used to call her Avrilililly when she was a little kid. That is her nickname. And that's the name of our shop.
Avrilililly.
Avrilililly's.
Avrililly's. Avrililly's. I like the way you say that too. I mean, you got it.
Thank you.
This is you guys when you got married?
Practicing.
Yeah.
Yes, that is us. That was 2004.
All right. So what's on the menu? I mean, I have a sweet tooth. I like to indulge from time to time, especially when I'm driving from one spot to the next.
So we are actually a small batch gelato shop. We make gelato fresh and daily, and sometimes we even change flavors daily.
Depends gelato on the weather. Ice cream, yeah, right.
Correct. Depends on the weather, depends on my mood, depends when I go to the local fruit stands and the supermarket. I go and buy the stuff, and we go from there, and we make our own flavors every day. Right now, we usually have 8 flavors on the pick, and 2 are always dairy-free and vegan. So we have some other options for dairy-free people as well. We do make custom cakes with the flower designs. Our team, it's sugar flowers. Everything is edible, and they are absolutely amazing. So everything is made from scratch. We make our own cookies. We have chocolate chip cookie, white chocolate chip cookies, sugar cookies. We do cupcakes. We have flan, bread pudding, tiramisu, banana pudding. Oh, the flan, I'm glad you asked about the flan. The flan I used to make for my in-laws for years. Every Christmas I would make flan. And then one day I worked in the restaurant, so I came really late, and this was right before the Christmas, and I end up making the flan, and I burned the caramel while I was waiting, and almost burned the house. And after that, I was forbidden of making coconut flan for almost 10 years.
Wow.
And now since we opened the shop, we have the coconut flan back in.
Yeah.
And
well, you got to make it. And he said, whenever something traumatizing happens, you have to tackle that fear. So you came back 10 years later. You said, "Hey,
now we got it.
Let's take care of this."
Yes.
So how is that making it from scratch? And you guys have a whole lot of fun doing it. I see your wife in the background dancing while she's putting everything together.
100%. So also the whole thing started, we always wanted to open the restaurant. There was always a goal. And at the end, we end up going with a gelato shop and bakery. I love mixing stuff. I work in restaurants all my life. I was a bartender for a while, so I like mixing things. I really love baking, and we were really thinking the idea kind of happened during the pandemic. With the COVID, we were both stuck in the house. I didn't want to go back to the same old. She didn't want to go back to the same old. So we were really thinking, what is missing in the community?
I keep laughing because she's dancing throughout the whole thing. It seems like you guys are having a whole lot of fun preparing 100%. It, making it, and serving it, and selling it.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun coming with the new flavors all the time, experimenting, doing things from scratch. Yeah. And we are definitely happy to be in the neighborhood in Hamilton Heights. We were accepted really well. We are literally right in front of the City College. So we have good amount of different kind of crowd coming in, from young couples, young kids, students, grandparents coming with their grandkids. It's a really great environment to be.
So Hamilton Heights, that's right next to the Armory? Is that next to the Armory?
Hamilton Heights, it's in West Harlem. We are right below Washington Heights, right above Morningside on 139 in Amsterdam, right in front of the City College, as I mentioned.
I know exactly where you are.
So I'm going to be expecting you, Mr. Bob.
Don't worry, you will see me. I love gelato. I don't know if you love
carrot cake, tiramisu. We have a lot of stuff.
I love carrot cake too. Wow, the whole place lit up when you said that. So we're all going to march on over there. So stand by. So you've been in business for how long now?
We opened 2021, literally towards the end of the pandemic. As I mentioned, during the pandemic, I didn't want to go back to the same old. Avril was working in a corporate all her life. And at the end, during the pandemic, we were really it was like a catalyst for us and to create something new, something that was missing in the neighborhood. There are a lot of restaurants, there are a lot of bars. This is actually for everyone. And we do work a lot with the community, with Brotherhood, Sisterhood, with Harlem Stage, Art, Child Carnival. We do have, we are really open and helping the community as well.
Yeah, that's great. And your mission statement places emphasis on customer happiness. I mean, you can see how you guys jump around and prepare everything. Talk about that. How does that help?
I wish if you were here, and you will be here one day to see, just to see expression on the people's faces when they try these different gelato flavors. It's absolutely amazing. Like their eyes lit up, they moan, they make noises. It's really, really amazing. It's so satisfying to see people when they try different flavors, how happy they are. It's amazing.
And how is it engaging with your community? Because remember, you came through COVID and everything. You didn't come out. Now you have a place in Hamilton Heights. How did you interact? How do you continue to interact with the community there now?
We are here every day. The neighbors, they do come, they do help us out, they do show us love and support. We are always here to help as much as we can, and wherever we need it, we try to do our best, and we try to work together with the community as much as we can.
Does the whole family get involved?
Yes, actually. We have 3 kids. 2 of them do work here. We have Emina, she's 18. She works. Damir, he's 16. He does work too as well. The little one is still too little. Another couple of years, and he'll be working as well. At some point, I have 2 kids working at the same time, but being teenagers, there was a lot of headaches, so I have to kind of split them up. So I have them alternating days. One works Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The other works other days.
What does Avrilililly's mean? And how did you come up with the name Avrilililly's Creamery?
Avril is my wife, the lady behind me on the wall. I wish she was here today. Unfortunately, she was unable to be here with us. But God willing, one day she will be. So you can see her all. She's
making gelato.
She's a better storyteller than I am, 100%. Her name is Avril. Her father called her Avrilililly. That is her nickname. So
April?
We end up going.
So it's April?
It's French for April, Avril, Lilies. Avrilililly, like a little Avril.
Right. Beautiful.
And the mural behind me that you can see on the wall, that was her last day working for corporate before she decided to say that she wants to start her own business and put her foot down into the entrepreneurship and start her own thing.
Well, talk about the freedom that comes along with having your own business. You both came out of the corporate world and said, hey, you know what? let's roll up our sleeves and do our own business, become entrepreneurs?
It's definitely satisfying. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of sacrifice, 100%, but definitely it's very rewarding. After doing this, it's kind of hard to go and work for someone else. Definitely gives you a lot of freedom, a lot of choices, a lot of options, and there is definitely a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice that comes with it. But at the end, if you are doing what you love, you will get rewarded at the end. So to be a little patient.
Are you being rewarded the way you want to right now?
100%, 100%. Just seeing the people walk out happy, and then they come back again. They come to try everybody now comes back for their own kind of favorites. Some people love banana pudding. They always come back for banana pudding. They don't want to try anything else. Some people come only for cookies. Some people come for gelato. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a dinner. But wait a minute. Where do you want to go from here? Because you see, you got a lot going on right there. The menu's stacked.
The goal is to stay here for now in the neighborhood, and if we do expand, it will be also expanding like in the neighborhood. So we would like to stay, to help also the communities and also where the stuff is missing. For example, we used to always go when we wanted to have a gelato or ice cream. We used to go to the Upper West Side, like 70s and 80s. There was nothing like this in our neighborhood. So one of the reasons was like, why do we have to go like downtown to have an ice cream? Why we don't have that here in our neighborhood? So if we open up another place and if we expand, it'll be in the location who are not exposed to it. So something to offer to everyone as well.
Yeah. All right, Eddie, anything on social media or on the website?
We are on Instagram. You can follow us. Avrilililly is on it. We try to post as much as we can, new flavors, all the good stuff that we do with the community. It's all there. So please come and join us and give us a try.
All right. Avrilililly, say it. You say it. It'll roll your tongue for a little while.
A little practice. I did practice a lot too. Avrilililly's Creamery.
There you go. Avrilililly's
Please come and join
Creamery.
us. Yes.
Thank you
so much.
Esad Eddie Lekic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Eddie and Avril. Thank you. Thank you guys for all that you do, all the success that you've had with their family bakery. We look forward to visiting you and coming in and eating up all your food. Maybe we'll do it after Thanksgiving. Well, good luck to you in the future, and we wish you continued success. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. Are we going to bring in the food, guys, or what? The food coming in? While we scroll? I want to thank our guests for joining us and you, our viewers, for tuning in and checking it all out. Keep following us on social media, BronxNet TV, and you may join us next week for a new episode of Open. And I'll see you another day, another way. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the chooser. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and I'll see you over 107.5 WBLS. I love you all. Peace.